We're just over a month away from the release of Avatar: The Way of Water, and the big question on many people's minds is who will die from the Sully family? Avatar Theory here, hope you're doing well and having a fantastic day, and just note that everything I'm about to talk about in this video is purely speculative and theorizing, nothing is confirmed, but do keep in mind that if some of this does come true, then it may be a little bit spoilerish if you look at it that way. But overall, I just want to talk about my theory on who I think might die in Avatar: The Way of Water. Now, initially looking at the initial teaser and the new trailer to The Way of Water, I was maybe theorizing that Neytiri might be the one to die by the hands of Quaritch. However, this morning I had a live stream where I spoke about both the old or the teaser trailer and the new trailer, and while interacting with the chat, I discovered something from the teaser trailer that could possibly confirm that Neytiri is not going to be the one to die. One of the heaviest scenes from the teaser trailer is the one towards the end where we see Jake holding Lo'ak as well as Spider, and we can see there right at the bottom is Neytiri as well, and clearly something emotional has just happened. From this shot alone, we can see that Kiri, Netaim, as well as Neytiri is missing from the shot or absent. However, if you do go a few frames back, you can see when the shot is of Lo'ak, on the right hand side there is the shot of somebody's head and someone's hands over the head. Now those hands are clearly human hands, indicating that that is the hands of Spider, but I was wondering whose head is that? Initially I thought that it was the head of Neytiri because we do see her in the next scene. However, it is now confirmed that that is actually Neytiri and not Neytiri. You see, if you look very carefully at the head in the corner there, you can clearly see that the head is of Na'vi because of the pointy ears and because of the blue ears, and you can also see the forehead is blue with the marking, so that is definitely a Na'vi. Now looking at the hairstyle as well as the gold headband that there is, when watching this new trailer, you can see in this specific shot that Neytiri is the one wearing this gold headband, and she also has the same hairstyle, indicating that she is actually with Jake, Lo'ak, Neytiri, as well as Spider at the end scene of the teaser trailer. Not only that, but at the end of this new trailer, when Jake tells Neytiri that he needs her to be with him, that he needs her to be strong, a strong heart, you can also see that despite it being a very heavy, very dark scene, she is also wearing the same gold headband as seen in the teaser trailer. And what really stands out to me is this shot right here of Jake and Neytiri, and right there at the back, it seems like Lo'ak is kneeling over somebody, holding somebody that has possibly died, or either he's comforting somebody or he's holding somebody that has just died. Now, my thoughts is that the person who does die in The Way of Water is Netaim, the eldest son of Jake and Neytiri. One of the reasons I say that is because throughout all of the marketing materials, throughout all of the trailers, he is the one that's not really shown a lot. And if you look at the Empire magazine article where it dove deep into The Way of Water, it did like a sort of like a character breakdown of all of the new characters, and under Netaim it said the following, quote, "It's nice to know that I wasn't just delusional and it wasn't all a 3-year fever dream," says Jamie Flatters about finally watching the first The Way of Water trailer. The 21-year-old plays Netaim, the Sully kid who is trying to be the hero of the story and obviously failing, end quote. So that last line that they say, trying to be the hero of the story and obviously failing, is a very, very interesting line. And if you add that to the image you see on the screen at the moment, where you see the Sully family, you can see from the right, you can see Jake, you can see Neytiri there, you can see Lo'ak, right there in the middle at the back is Spider, then you see Netaim, then you see Neytiri, and then Kiri. You can see that Netaim has this kind of like a disappointing son look where he's looking down, and also if you look at his body, it's a little bit scarred up, a little bit bruised up, and the expression on Jake's face is kind of encouraging, telling his son, you know, you can try again, because what I'm guessing happens in the scene, or just before the scene, is he's trying to bond with the Ikran, but he's failing. He's failing to take that next step. And for me, what I'm getting at all of this is that Neytiri seems to try to be the leader of the family because he is the oldest, he's the firstborn. So he has that protective instinct in him that he wants to protect the family. I mean, if any of you is the oldest of your siblings, you normally have that protective vibe, that protective instinct in you. At least that is my experience. Although I'm the youngest in my family, but my brother, who's the oldest, he always had that protective instinct over me and my sister, that he always stood up for us, and he always, wanted to be there for the family, that kind of protective person. So going on what the article says, again, quote, trying to be the hero of the story and obviously failing, end quote, indicates to me that throughout The Way of Water, he's going to try a lot of things to be the hero, to be the leader, and essentially failing over and over, not being that elder brother, that hero type that he wants to be. And towards the end of the film, there's going to be a moment where he realized that the only way to save his family is by sacrificing himself. And by doing that, not only does he save his family, but he also essentially becomes the hero that he wanted to be. Therefore, I do think that Neytiri is going to be the one that dies in The Way of Water. And that is why we see Neytiri in such an emotional mess at the end of the new trailer. Because, I mean, her firstborn had just died and she is just full of rage, full of anger, full of emotions. And Jake is trying to tell her, you need to just take control of your emotions for a second. We need to pull through this. And then there's time for grieving later on. We need to pull through this and get through this. And then later on we can grieve for our son. Which again, looking at both the teaser trailers, or the teaser trailer and the new trailer kind of side by side, trying to match up certain scenes, it does indicate that Neytiri won't be the one to die like I initially thought, but instead Neytiri. But I mean, I can also be wrong, completely wrong on this matter, but that is just my theory. But what do you think about this theory? Do you think Neytiri is the one that's going to die in The Way of Water? Let me know in the comments below, and for more Avatar content, have a look at the rest of my channel. Until next time, have a fantastic day and stay safe.